When did you realize you don't really have friends? For me, it happened last year. I'd been part of this friend group since college. 6 of us who did everything together. We had the group chat, the weekend brunches, the yearly trips. Sydney was getting married and planned this huge bachelorette weekend in Miami. I'd already paid my share, almost $800, for the Airbnb and activities. 2 weeks before the trip, I started getting these weird symptoms. Extreme fatigue, dizziness, and these intense headaches that wouldn't go away with anything. After putting it off, because American healthcare LOL, I finally went to urgent care when I nearly passed out at the grocery store. Long story short, they found I had severe anemia that required immediate treatment. My hemoglobin was dangerously low, and the doctor told me flying was absolutely not an option right now. I needed iron infusions and possibly a transfusion depending on how I responded. I was honestly devastated about missing the trip. These girls had been my core people for years, and Sydney's wedding stuff had been the center of our universe for months. I called Sydney first to explain, and her response was, "Weird?" She was like, "OMG, that sucks," and then immediately started talking about how this messed up the room arrangements and activities they'd planned around 6 people. I told her I understood it was inconvenient, and offered to still pay my full share of everything even though I couldn't go. I figured that was fair since it was last minute. She seemed relieved about the money but didn't really ask many questions about my health. The call ended with her saying, "Keep me posted," but in that way where you can tell someone doesn't actually want updates. The group chat was worse. I sent a message explaining the situation, and there was this long pause before anyone responded. Lillian sent a single sad face emoji. Ember asked if I'd tried iron supplements. Like, yes, obviously the doctor thought of that basic solution before recommending urgent medical treatment. The others just said generic, feel better soon type stuff. Then they created a new chat for the trip planning without me in it. I spent that weekend they were in Miami getting my first iron infusion and feeling like absolute garbage. No one checked in. Their Instagram stories showed them having the time of their lives, but no one actually messaged me directly. When they got back, the dynamic had shifted. Our regular brunches suddenly had limited reservation space. The group chat became less active, and when I'd suggest getting together, there were always excuses. I'd see on social media they were still hanging out, just without me. The moment it really hit me wasn't dramatic. I was sitting in the hospital waiting room for my follow-up appointment, scrolling through Instagram, and saw they'd all gone to this concert together. Nobody had even mentioned it to me. I remember looking around the waiting room full of strangers and thinking, these people care more about my well-being than my friends do.